Welcome back. Are you a civil servant or a retired civil servant who has been contributing 2.5% of your monthly income to the National Housing Fund? Have you been able to access loan as a contributor, or are you still facing challenges in accessing this loan? One question that comes to bear is, why is it difficult for contributors to access the NHF loan? Take a listen to the special report.
The National Housing Fund (NHF) scheme was established by Act 3 of 1992 to enable Nigerians in all sectors of the economy, particularly those within the low and medium income levels, who cannot afford commercial housing loans, such as civil servants, traders, artisans and commercial drivers, to own houses. Members of this scheme contribute 2.5% of their monthly salary to the fund through Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. The pool of funds created by these becomes available to any contributor to borrow from, after contributing for a minimum of 6 months. But most Nigerians are complaining that even after 2 or 3 years of paying their equity, they still cannot access these funds. Why is this so?
3 or 4 years of paying just 2.5% of your salary is not really significant enough for you to make an appreciable equity down payment on a house. That also links back to the issue of cost of houses in Nigeria. Housing is very expensive here in Nigeria. So for a civil servant, maybe earning a minimum wage of, let's say, 18,000, and 2.5% of that 18,000 every month is deducted. When you calculate it, do the math. How much does it come to enable him or her make an appreciable down payment on a house of, even if it's 2 million, not to mention 3 million?
It might be issue of incomplete documentation. These days, once we receive an application, we get across to the applicants to let you know, at least through bulk SMS, we have received your application for so, we're processing. And when we process and it's approved by our board or through the minister, we also get back to you, like so amount, at least just to cut and to let you know, you are important, we're processing your request, so that at least you will know where it is. And if there are issues, we also get across to them through the PMB.
The aim of mobilizing this fund is to fund for the provision of houses for Nigerians at affordable prices, ensuring constant supply of loans to Nigerians for the purpose of building, purchasing and improving of residential houses, providing incentives for capital market to invest in property development, and encouraging the development of specific programs that would ensure effective financing of housing development, in particular low-cost housing for low-income workers.
Reduce the cost of housing, and that is where developers come in. Build more affordable houses, and we have to define that affordability clearly. What is affordability? Look at incremental housing, so that you don't have to have you can start off from a one-bedroom house and add more bedrooms over time. That's an issue. Provide mortgages. A civil servant should be able to come into a mortgage fold, be able to get mortgages. NMRC provides mortgages, refinances mortgages that are provided over 15, 20 years. So that's enough time for you to be able to pay back the mortgage. And you find that it actually reduces the monthly payments of their mortgage over time.
I see it happening in the very near future. How affordable housing has come to stay, and we're all working and we're joining our hands, all the stakeholders, to see that it does happen, and it's beginning to happen. Very soon FHA is going to launch, for example, 6,500 housing unit scheme in Kwali, and prices are going to be as low as 2.4 million.
The big question is, why is this so? Does it mean there is misappropriation in the collection of this fund, or is it that most Nigerians are not well knowledgeable on it?
For us, we are in mortgage and financing, we have a process. Once you are a contributor to the scheme, and then for you to access the mortgage finance, you have to register. That's what the law says. You have to register to a primary mortgage bank, who you will go to, assuming you've seen a house you want to buy, or you are building. But if you are building, you must have built it to a certain level, because that would form your own equity. And they will ask you certain, also information like your affordability level and all that. Once you pass all those tests, of course, for you to do all those, you have to open an account with the PMB. They will process your application and send it to our organization, and then we will process the application finally by confirming all those things. ensuring that you can afford the loan.
Nevertheless, the recent statement of Mr. President to build 250,000 housing units during the economic summit and with the change in the administration of FMBN, Nigerians can only hope that this development will go a long way in solving the problem of housing in Nigeria.
Housing Development Program, your usual encyclopedia on housing matters.